into part of that press conference as well, and it really was interesting to me hearing that Georgia has 159 counties. All 159 counties are going to be impacted by this storm in some way. Some counties higher risk than others, but this is something that is going to be very impactful for the entire state. We often think back at we had Tropical Storm Alberto that caused flooding in our area. We had Opal, we had Ivan, we had Irma, we had Michael that came up into South Georgia. Those are all memorable storms that impacted us. Helene is going to be a name added to that list. And you can see all this rain that's going to be moving into our area here, and it gets even harder, heavier rain during the overnight. There's that center of circulation moving up toward the north into the east, and then things get a little bit better tomorrow. Now, I mentioned some areas are going to be impacted a little bit more than others, and that's generally on the right-hand side of that track, like areas of Athens and Gainesville. Let's go to Cody Alcorn right now up in the Gainesville area. Cody, you are in that quadrant of the storm later on tonight, in that area that's going to see some of those higher impacts.
Yeah, Chris, making our way from Atlanta here, I can tell you that there was a lot of traffic, heavy rain as well. And right now we are actually in Gainesville, where this team just got here. These are the folks, Missouri Task Force 1. They're out of Boone County, Missouri. There's about 40 of these members here. They include doctors, K-9 teams. They're all specialized in different fields. And you can see here they have their boats with them as well. They are ready for any high-risk rescues they need to be once this storm starts to move in. We are expecting a lot of rain, even here in North Georgia. And you can see another unit here. They all came in these vans. This one has an ATV attached to it. They're ready in case trees do come down, that these roads are impassable, that they can actually have different ATVs like this one on the Missouri Task Force 1 to actually get around those downed trees and get to people who may be trapped. So again, this is just part of their team. We're going to walk up here for a minute too, Chris. You can see there's also other vehicles stationed here as well. In fact, we talked with the leader of this group here. He is from Boone County, Missouri. He's kind of the commander of Missouri Task 1. Take a listen to what he has to say about the equipment they brought on this journey.
So I bring 100,000 pounds of equipment. So we bring boats, we bring structural collapse equipment, we bring rope rescue equipment, we bring hazardous material equipment. So there's nothing we can't do when we get called to a scene.
And you can see these semis here. That is also part of the equipment, part of the 100,000 pounds of equipment that this team brought with them to actually be able to assist. Now, again, he talked about they can respond if they need to do water rescues, structural collapses as well. Of course, there's a chance for tornadoes with this system. They said they can actually be out of here within 5 minutes. The team right now getting a bite to eat across the street. They got here about 3 hours ago, Chris, but again, the minute they get the phone call from anywhere in the state, they will load up, be on the road within 5 minutes to respond as the storm starts to move through. And I'll tell you, they did not get much of a break. This team was actually down for Hurricane Francine. We're stationed down there. Fortunately, they weren't had to be used down there. So they said that's some good news. But they say the way this storm is shaping up, they have no doubt they will be dispatched at some point overnight somewhere in the state of Georgia.
All right, Cody, thank you so much. It's a little comforting to know that if people need help, there are people out there waiting to help as this system moves in. Stay with us. We're going to keep an eye on the eye of this storm as it gets closer to landfall. We have much more for you coming up in just a few minutes.